All right, another spark and another build. Step into the forge with us. Today we're tackling another crucial card type. Not a tool, not a structure, but the soul of your deck's strategy. We're talking about task cards.
And we're diving into the sacred engine, how tasks shape victory. Because if you want to win, you need a plan. And in this game, your plan is forged through tasks. But before that, for our new listeners, here's how to play Tools and Titans.
So how do you play Tools and Titans? Draw your cards, charge your energy, build your field, act with your powers, clash with your Titans, end your turn. 6 steps. 1 epic battle.
Those 6 steps are the heartbeat of every match, Mark. But today, we're focusing on the roadmap, the engine that powers your entire strategy.
Okay, Tatiana. For anyone new, what is a task card? Is it like a quest in a video game?
That's a starting point, but it's much more. Think of them as divine mandates or mythic challenges. They are mid to long-term objectives you fulfill to grow in power. Fulfilling them is how you ascend and how you reshape the battlefield.
So it's not just a reward. It's the core progression for your Titan.
Exactly. A task provides structure and pacing. It defines if your deck builds slowly or rushes the opponent. They are the engine of victory in the most strategic builds.
How do they work on the table? I get a task card, what's next?
During your turn, you play it into the task line zone. It's face up, so your opponent sees your goal immediately. That card stays there until it's either fulfilled for a reward or it fails, either because you abandon it or your opponent disrupts it.
And what's on the card itself?
3 parts. First, a condition. What you have to do, like spend charge or play certain cards. Second, a cost. Sometimes you need to discard or pay extra. And third, the reward, the payoff. This could be an immediate bonus, a delayed effect, or what triggers your Titan's ascension.
And the task line zone is limited?
Very. By default, only 1 or 2 slots. You have to be deliberate. Choosing the right task for the right moment is critical. Mismanage that space and you're stalled out.
So not all tasks are the same. A simple resource. Task is different from an Ascension task.
Completely different. They fall into several categories. First, you have Ascension tasks. These are mandatory to transform your Titan, the main goal for many decks.
The main quest.
Precisely. Then, synergy tasks. These boost what your deck already wants to do, like rewarding you for playing tools by letting you get another one. Then you have disruption tasks. These penalize your opponent, turning their strategy into a resource for you.
And you mentioned 2 others, Echo and Rust tasks?
Echo tasks reactivate effects from completed or even failed tasks. It's about recursion. But Rust tasks, they're the heart of the Rust-born decks. With Rust tasks, failure is the point. The reward comes when the task fails, fueling their chaotic abilities.
Wow, that's a philosophical statement. Even your failures can fuel you. A dark mirror to the tool Titans.
That's the core of the design. Every mechanic reinforces the narrative.
Let's pause there. It all comes back to the core rhythm of the game.
The foundation for all this complexity.
Every Titan turn, draw, charge, building act, clash, end. 6 steps, infinite ways to forge your victory. Okay, let's talk strategy. How do I choose my 5 mandatory tasks for a deck?
You match them to your deck's tempo. An aggro deck wants fast tasks with quick, burst-like rewards. A control deck wants long-form tasks with huge, game-ending payoffs. And combo decks use chain tasks that feed into one another for a spectacular finish.
So they give your deck a clear direction. What are the weaknesses? How does it go wrong?
They're slow. That's a window for your opponent to disrupt you. They're also interruptible, and you're limited by zone space. And sometimes drawing a big task early when you need small plays can be a dead draw. It's a powerful system, but it carries risk.
All right, let's do a quick breakdown. Who uses these?
Every deck runs 5, but they're critical for Ascension-based decks. Also vital for support titans like Calypsis, and of course, Rust-born decks that exploit failure.
Where do they operate?
The task line zone, but their effects connect everywhere. The charge zone, the junkyard, the structure zone, they link it all.
Toolin. And why are they so important?
Progression, they provide evolution. They turn a simple battle into a journey with milestones. They are the narrative grounding of the match, forcing you to plan ahead.
Give us a concrete example. What would a task for Masonics, the stonemason, look like?
An Ascension task called Forge the Pattern. The requirement, control 3 structures. The reward, ascend your Titan. It perfectly fits his theme of building an impenetrable fortress.
And a Rust task for Fuser, the welder?
Fail to rise. The reward is triggered if the task fails. Gain 1 red mesh and draw 1 card. For Fuser, failing isn't a setback, it's the plan.
So what was the big design insight here? What were the designers trying to achieve?
The core insight is that tasks are more than missions. They are philosophical mirrors of the Titans themselves. A Masonics task is about patience and construction. A Fuser task is about deconstruction and finding power in failure. They ensure that success and failure both carry meaning. They turn the game into one of ritual, rhythm, and resolution.
So task cards are the sacred engine of the deck, the blueprint for victory, and the narrative soul of your Titan.
A story of building, breaking, and becoming.
And that's our time for today. A huge thank you to Sarah. Remember, your path to victory is written on your task cards. Choose them wisely.
And don't be afraid to fail.
Excellent advice. To close us out, let's remember the fundamentals. In every match of tools and Titans, your tradecraft unfolds in 6 simple moves: draw, charge, building, act, clash, end. Simplicity for the novice, mastery for the Titan.